Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Anthony's Adventures. My name is Anthony, and I want to thank you for tuning in. Today's video is a very special video. I want to take you along with me on a journey that started all the way back in January. So, come with me to the beginning where it all began. I want to welcome you guys to this very special project. This is not just any ordinary boat. This boat was where I learned how to fish, where I learned how to be a better man, a better husband, a better friend. I learned a lot about life in this boat, and I had an awful lot of laughs and a lot of good memories that were had in this boat. This was my brother Scott's boat, and he passed away over a year ago, and I miss him a lot. Scott and I were like two peas in a pod. We were always up to something and always on some type of adventure and looking towards and forward to the next adventure. And one of the things that was on our list was to do a tiny boat build on this boat and make it comfortable and one that we can enjoy. We also wanted to create a YouTube channel together just to kind of have fun with it and, show what we've learned about the outdoors and everything and share that with everybody else and hope that they make as many memories as possible. So this is where my tiny boat build is at currently. As you can see, I have gotten all the paint and all the body work done on the boat. I've made all my compartments. I've put hatches on those compartments and I've carpeted everything. So really all that I have to do right now is just secure everything and put the hinges on the hatches, and I will be ready for my float test. This compartment is specifically going to be where the batteries and the electrical are going to be housed. And then this is going to be where my cooler modification is going to be at. I could not find a cooler for the life of me that would be able to fit in here and not be too high. So what I decided to do is get these two tough boxes, and I'm going to modify them so I can make them into coolers. All the hatches that I'm showing you are going to have lighting. That's one of the end goals for the boat also. So, moving along, this is for the person up front to put all their gear in, their tackle and whatnot, and it's the same on both sides. And then this part right here is just going to be stationary, and here is going to be for a rod locker. And also at the very end, and I'm going to try to zoom in there is a hole. That way you can run your wires out of the back and to the bilge pump and also to the motor, and any lights on the back of the boat. And up here somewhere is going to be a fish finder. I'll probably mount it on the side here. I also put two pedestal mounted seats in. That way, we kind of turn around if we wanted to and fish and talk to one another. Also in the back here, if I wanted to, depending on, if I was just going out on an electric lake and I didn't want to take the motor and the gas tank, I could just put a battery back here and then attach the trolling motor to the back there if I wanted to. And it could also be housed up front. I'm not sure, but that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the float test on the boat, to kind of see what would work, what's not going to work. That's why I didn't want to run any electrical right now currently, because if I had to change compartments and stuff like that, I'd much rather do that now versus after I got everything wired and found out that I needed to move some things around because the weight distribution was off. So this is currently where my boat build is at now. So I wanted to take you guys along this journey that I'm on, and I wanted to start off with where the boat was when I first got it, the history behind the boat, and where it's at currently right now. I started this special project back in January, and during each stage of the building process, I did get a lot of video content, and rather than bring one whole big video to you guys, I wanted to break that down into episodes. And then that way it can be more detail oriented and you can kind of see each stage of the building process. So the next episode that's going to be coming out is going to be the bodywork and the paint on the boat. And you'll get to see, from start to finish, what that process looked like, what all the tools I needed, how I did it, all those different things, what worked and what didn't. And that's going to be throughout each episode. It's going to be like that. So I'm going to start off with the bodywork and the paint, and then obviously the maiden voyage of the boat itself, which hopefully will be coming up very shortly. So I wanted to, bring videos like that to you guys. That way you can have ideas on your tiny boat builds. Now, by no means am I an expert boat builder. This is my first tiny boat. I have, knowledge of, how power tools work to a certain extent, and I'm able to do things around the house, projects and stuff. But, when you're working with a boat, it's a completely different build. So I wanted to share, what I know, what I've learned with you guys, in hopes that that can help you make more memories with the ones that you love, and that you're able to enjoy life to its fullest. One of the things that I generally do once a week is I'll have some buddies come over and we'll work on the boat. Sometimes we might spend half an hour working on the boat and then goofing off, or we spend the whole time working on the boat. The point is that we're together and we're enjoying each other's company, and we are, putting effort into the boat. And I know that that's something that Scott would enjoy, because he was all about community, and hanging out with his friends and his family and just enjoying life. And that's what I want to bring to you guys. I want to make it so you can make a nice boat, and get ideas off of me, and kind of maybe hopefully save you some time, so you can see maybe some mistakes that I made, so you don't have to make the same ones. And you can get your builds done faster maybe, and you can get out there and you can enjoy time with your friends and your family out in the water doing some fishing, and passing down the knowledge that you have with them. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to be making that next video and getting that out to you guys here very shortly on the next episode of the tiny boat build. So if you like this video, hit that like button, and if you're not already subscribed, please click that subscribe button. And if you hit that notification bell down at the very bottom there, you can be notified anytime that a new video comes out. And most importantly, enjoy life, enjoy the ones that are around you, and make as many memories as possible. Have a good night.